Welcome to the No Labels Podcast, where my goal is to push you out of your comfort zone to achieve greatness, to pursue that thing that's in you, your God-given dream, gift, whatever it may be. It's no labels because I'm in a place, not was in a place, but in a place of trying to figure out my own destiny, my own purpose. So here I am as I interview others to pull from their journey, to pull from their purpose, to pull from their grind. I want you to get it live and direct. I haven't made it, folks. I'm trying to figure it out. So why not take you on my journey? And we do this thing together. No labels, where we talk music, hip hop, politicians, everything. We're touching everything. And I want to give you my perspective as a believer. Anyone can come to the table. Let's talk about it. No labels. Yo, what's up? My name is Willie G. I am the host of No Labels Podcast. Welcome, family, man. I got my man's Grayce N Mercy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you introduce yourself to the No Labels family. Let them know what's poppin'.
Fully committed production group, 100% repent. I am Grayce N Mercy, gospel, Christian hip hop artist, gospel rapper, whatever you want to call it, down here in Savannah. Originally from DC, but yeah.
All right. So yeah, man, I got my mans in here today, and we gonna chop it up about some things. I want you to get to know him better, because the whole purpose of this is I'm trying to give platform to other dreamers, other entrepreneurs, while me myself is trying to draw from their story on my own personal journey, man. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Like as far as like the music wise, since you're a Christian artist, you feel me? I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight into it. I got a question. What you think about the Kanye album? Honest opinion, I need to know.
Kanye album hard, bro.
You like it?
I like it.
Me personally, I like it.
Yeah. It wasn't the most spectacular thing, but I think just for, something from Kanye, I think it was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think none of it was trash. I pretty much jammed the whole thing all the way through.
So what you think about the whole situation surrounding you? Like, because it's like a 50-50 split right now. Like a lot of believers.
So it's a big division.
What's your feelings on Kanye and his newfound salvation? Like, how you feel about it?
Hey,
you think it's real, or you think it's a stunt to sell? What you think?
Let my pastor say, if it's God, it's the best thing. That's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And if it ain't God, it's the most terrible thing that I've ever seen.
That's true though.
I truly hope it's real. I'm not one of them type of Christians where I feel like I need to pick apart, what everybody else is doing. I'm focused on, working out my soul salvation, So like I said, the album is dope. I hope he's doing it for the Lord. If he is, amen to that. If he not, hey, the album's still hard, but hey, that's your soul at the end of the day, bro.
How I look at it, like, it's two ways to look at it. I look at it, it's like, okay, me personally, I think it's real. It feels real, but only him and God knows. But outside of that, people not really paying attention as far as believers. Like, either way, like, Jesus has been a trending topic in America for the last couple months. Like, people talking about it. So it's like, okay, for those who are 100% sincere, it's like the light is like Jesus is trending right now. So what you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that gap?
Right.
Regardless of what they gotta say about Kanye, like people, whatever. Jesus trending. So what you gonna do with that spotlight? It's almost like God saying, "Here, I'm giving you the light. What you gonna do with it? Like, okay, now is the time. Okay, show him, show him what he about." But that's just I had to because Kanye, yeah, it's fickle. But I like the album. I think it's fire. Good music, you know what I'm saying? I think it's dope, man. But so you a Christian artist, so let's go and get into that. Tell the people what is a Christian hip hop artist, because a lot of people don't know. So
you say you're a Christian hip hop artist outside of just a hip hop artist. So tell the people what you mean by that.
I make music that glorifies God, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I ain't out here talking about, you know what I'm saying, bang bang, shoot 'em up, guns and money and all that other stuff. I just trying to lift the name of Christ. Every song isn't Jesus, 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 Jesus. Sometimes I'm just ministering, you know what I'm saying, about situations and things that I done been through. I just got married last year, so, you know, I got songs that I talk about doing the song sometimes.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
That song sometimes is a prime example of like just something that I'm going through. I went from it's a testimony of how I went from a single bachelor to now I'm a husband, you know what I'm saying, and a father of 3 kids. Like I don't have any kids biologically yet, but my wife had 3 from a previous marriage. So I literally went from 0 to 60 like real quick. You know what I'm saying? Overnight.
That's a 0 to about 4,000.
Yeah, absolutely. So like,
that's a big jump.
Sometimes,
that's crazy.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I got the Holy Ghost.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, because a lot of people have that question whether they know it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the difference, but it's like some people would ask, why would you call yourself a Christian hip hop artist and outside of a just hip hop artist? Right. Because it's like hip hop originally it was just somebody telling their story. So it's like if you save and you love Jesus, all that's gonna be in your music anyway. So people was like, why would we have the title? Like what does it mean? Like what's the difference? Like if I'm in the streets and thugging and I write a song, then in that song it's gonna be streets and thugging. And it's like if I love God and I'm a family man, and then to me it's hip hop anyways. And I'm just asking you that because it's a question that I'm asked a lot. So I'm like, all right, I got a Christian artist. What would you say? Like, what would you answer? What would be your answer to that question? Because I get it asked all the time.
Well, I am a Christian.
That's what you choose.
Yeah, whether you want to give it to me or not, I'm gonna be a Christian. If you just want to call me a hip hop artist, that's fine. I'm still a Christian.
Don't matter.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. Just like you said, the music gonna reflect that anyway. Even if I choose to say no, I'm just a rapper. But since I love Christ, since I love God, since I love my family, those are the things that I'm still gonna talk about.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But we just put the label out there to where you can identify what it is. You know, if you like to hear trap music, you probably don't want to buy this album.
Exactly.
You know
it's like I mean that's dope. That's dope. I mean, my thing is, see, watching you, the whole reason that you on this in the first place is because I'm a fan of what you do and how you do it. Like I've been watching you grind, crazy work ethic. The thing that irritates me about the Christian hip hop arena, as far as artist wise, is like a lot of people who do it is like they over exaggerate the minister part and they don't like. At the end of the day, you're a Christian artist, and so it's like it's a craft to be perfected. You have to be able to put on a good show. You have to be able to record dope music, and it's like you gotta be complete. Because even though we're not competing in the sense like I'm trying to be better than you, you do it out of the heart to show God to the people, of course, and that always has to be the center thing. But the thing that irritates me is a lot of people they over exaggerate the minister part and they lazy on the artist part. It's like you can't call yourself like it's almost embarrassing. Okay, you're saying that I'm a Christian artist, which I'm an artist for the King, the King of Kings,
right? And
in that good book, to do everything in excellence. Like my pastor is a stickler in excellence. Like I'm talking about the light bulb off. You know what I'm saying? You're too slow to move that, and it's like he just believes everything you do for God, you should do it at your absolute best. And it's like, I mean, people may see it different, but this is how I see it. Okay, we got music competing for the minds of the young people, and it's like, okay, but if you're a Christian artist and you're not putting in the time to be able to put on a good show, to be able to even catch the youth attention, then it's like you're almost losing the battle of the mind. So it's like, I mean, how you feel about
your hustle?
How you feel about like that part.
Your hustle got to match what these secular cats out here doing.
Exactly.
Just like you said, we doing this for the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. You know what I'm saying? The name above every name, like the spirit of excellence. You know, we're supposed to be doing this stuff, half stepping. You know, and it's crazy you touched on that because like that's how I do. I operate in the spirit of excellence.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting in here like, oh, I'm just trying to, trying to over spiritualize stuff and you know what I'm saying, trying to be super humble. Like yeah, you be humble, but the spirit of excellence, like Jesus he came in a humble form. Yes, he was born in a manger, but everything that he did was miraculous. It was spectacular. Turning water to wine, bro, that's not something that's regular. That's something when somebody be like, yo, he turned water to wine. Like, I can't believe it. You know, when he, you know what I'm saying, raised the dead. He raised the dead. He made rain out of nowhere. Like, yo, it's gonna rain. It had never rained on earth before, bruh. Exactly. When he told Noah, I'm gonna flood the earth, it had never rained. That's why when Noah was like, yo, God said he gonna flood the earth, that's why nobody believed him. Because it was so crazy. So crazy of this to happen. It's the same aspect where if I'm gonna identify myself as a Christian, and as a Christian artist, I have to operate in that same thing. I need you to be listening to my music, be like, yo, that's gospel music. You know what I'm saying? That's gospel. He doing that for God. It sound that good. I ain't know it can sound like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the point I'm trying to make.
And so to the point, it grab a hold of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see artists, especially in the, because I am a gospel artist. Like, I done seen it to where, you know what I'm saying, people saying I'm an artist, but they have no work. What have you done? Exactly. No projects out.
It's a craft.
You know what I'm saying? You have no projects out. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You don't have anything recorded. If you do have it recorded, it's not mixed and mastered. You know what I'm saying? It's not available for download or anything. We're like, we in the age of downloads and streams now. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is the craft? You're an artist. What have you made? You know what I'm saying? Where is the artistry? You can't call yourself an artist and you have not produced anything.
That's fine.
I've seen it, you know what I'm saying? I've seen so many people, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we got such and such, you know what I'm saying, Christian artists, and then you get up there singing somebody else's song.
And it's like, man,
like, how you an artist with that?
I mean, your music? As far as, some people, I guess some people do covers. That's I guess that.
But that be
on a person.
Nothing wrong with doing the cover, but I'm saying if that's the sole basis of you saying I'm an artist, but you have nothing.
You're a singer.
You haven't created anything.
No, I do feel you on that. I do feel you. I'm about to get into your music. I just being that you're a Christian artist, it's a couple stuff that I always. So I'm gonna hit you with them first, and then we're gonna get into what you got going. Cause I don't want to stay there, but that's all fine. But outside of that, I got you here because it's a lot of people who are Christian artists and they are good. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, Bizzle is probably one of the best lyricists in the genre. Time down, and of course he won't get that light on the mainstream. But it's like I put people out you because it is. They need to know about people like you who doing what you're doing. Is like, and then what you're doing, it could have a dope impact on the youth. Of course, we all know that we all got our own people that we like, people you connect to, I can't connect to. And it's like, that's the whole point of the body in the first place. It was like, we all got different backgrounds.
We all call it different.
Yeah, and it's like, I want us to embrace that beauty. It was like me and you may have come from maybe similar background, but they different. We didn't go through the same thing. So it's like, we speak a different language, but we one body, one goal. And it's like embracing your uniqueness. And I watch you do it good. You know what I'm saying? I've been here for a minute. So it's like, since let's stay in that grind lane though. Since you like, let's talk about your grind. Since you're saying about the grind, like, what does an average week for Grayce N Mercy look like for the people who is watching? Tell them like what your week look like concerning like music, how you balance music between family, like what it look like, what the hustle look like.
Right now, you know what I'm saying, my work schedule is like stupid early in the morning, so I'm up 3 o'clock in the morning getting ready for work. You know what I'm saying? I go to work, I get off. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, depending on how tired I am, I might take a nap, but you know what I'm saying? I'm in the studio. Whether I'm recording a song, like me and my wife do a little bit of everything, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could be in the studio, I could be researching beats, or I could be recording. I may compress my own, you know what I'm saying, t-shirts. I may be making some t-shirts. You know what I'm saying, sometimes people come to me with a design. I'll be making stuff with them for that. You know, I do jingles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been catching the jingle too.
Yeah.
I've been catching it.
So whether it's, I'm always doing something. Like you gotta be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my hustle. As much as I'm at work, my hustle gotta. I'm trying to get out of work, so I need to be hustling. You know what I'm saying? Hard enough to one day I don't have to work. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, once I get off from work, I'm at the house. I'm in the studio.
Yeah.
Whether like what I'm doing in there, it just depends on what's going on. Or I may have some running around to do. I might have some orders and stuff that I gotta drop off. I may have some music I gotta drop off. You know what I'm saying? I'm networking with DJs and stuff on the internet, producers and stuff on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like this going on. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody that see the grind, they love the grind. Like, yo, can you come in? You know what I'm saying? Bless the platform. Absolutely. Can you come and do a show? Absolutely. I still got a wife. You know what I'm saying? I still got church every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still got to make sure I get enough rest so I can go to my regular job.
Yeah.
You know, I got to make sure all that stuff don't, you know what I'm saying, clash too hard with each other.
So basically, you know that you want to be a full-time artist, full-time entrepreneur. So you putting in the work. Now see, to everybody that's listening, you heard the man make shirts, spend time with his family, spend time with God.
And we forgot, we sell cars too.
You selling cars. I mean, all that, because okay, it's like whatever you want to do. Come on, like he said, he know he want to do this full time, so it take that kind of grind and that kind of work ethic. Now, if you don't want to do it full time, then we talking a different work ethic. But you hear him with the man making shirts, the man making music, spending time with his wife and kids, spending time with God. I mean, this all in 1 week.
Oh, yeah,
so it's like
still serving in a local church,
and it's like serving his pastor, and it's like all that. So I'm just trying to paint y'all a picture of what it takes for him to do what he do, and it's like, so whoever's listening, you can't get mad when you invite this man to somewhere and he sends you his price, because he's a full-time artist. He puts all this money, all this hustle, so it's like, be able to be ready to pay somebody what they're worth. So it's like, that's fire though. I like that.
Oh yeah,
man. You got any music you want to tell the people? What you got?
Oh yeah, well, you know what I'm saying. You can start with the 2 mixtapes, Evangelism.
You know, iTunes and all that.
No, Evangelism. The 2 mixtapes, not Evangelism, and my other mixtape. I can't even.
You got it right.
There it is. 1985 AD. I drew a blank for a second. 1985 AD. Those are just available CD only. But
let me grab all 3 of them for me.
Yeah, but the official album, the CD, that's available on all digital media platforms. That's Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. I think I'm on Tidal, TikTok. Yeah, whatever you listen to music, Google Play.
The man is working.
Whatever,
you're working crazy.
Whatever you listen to music on, I'm pretty much on there. If I'm not on
you're
there,
crazy.
you need to holler at me and I'm gonna get on there. Cause, and then people think that it's hard to get on iTunes. It's not hard.
Well, see it's just a lack of knowledge. It's just, I mean, they not doing the research.
Yeah.
Really, iTunes is just literally 2 clicks away.
Yeah.
But I mean, since we in that lane of music, man, like, as far as, of course, I know it's faith based and I know it's God driven. Mm-hmm. I know that part. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, what's the reason of doing this music? Like, what's the heart behind it? Like, is it just something you love, or is it something that you see that you want to do?
I just love music. I've been loving music since I was a little boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, I remember, you know what I'm saying, like, just as a little jit, you know what I'm saying, getting that empty paper towel roll, you know what I'm saying, treating that joint like a microphone. You know what I'm saying? I was singing along to other people's stuff. But even when I was doing that, I never like imagined writing my own lyrics. It was just that I just love music, you know what I'm saying? And then one day I was on the phone with my cousin and he was freestyling. Just the way that, and he was around all these other guys, and then like the way that he ended the verse, everybody went crazy. They was like, oh! So I'm on the phone like, yo,
So you like that?
I want to try that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, hearing him do that, I started trying it. That's when I started writing, you know what I'm saying, my own raps. And then after a while, you know, I began to develop a passion for it, you know what I'm saying, and a gift for it. And then, like, but that was, of course, that was before Christ. So I'm rapping about money, drugs, you know what I'm saying, all the type of stuff that, you know what I'm saying, I don't know nothing about till, you know, the point that I thought I ended up in those things, you know what I'm saying. I ended up in the gang. I ended up in the streets. I ended up, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs, doing drugs. I ended up, you know what I'm saying, battling alcoholism. I got 2 DUIs on my record. Like, you know what I'm saying, I came up in that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But God said, and then, you know what I'm saying, while I was doing it in that sense, we were pushing, trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? It was a group of guys that I was rapping with, and at one point in time, it seemed like it was really gonna happen. We was pushing that hard, the music was that good, but then God was like, come out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? God came to snatch me out. And then I was actually I was going to give up rapping because I was like, you know, I had never heard of gospel rap. I didn't even know that was a genre. And
how you found out about it?
Well, one day, once I got in church, I wrote my first gospel rap song called Praise You. And I did that, and everybody, you know what I'm saying, everybody was in love with that joint. And then even God had moved the first time that I performed a gospel rap song, but it wasn't nothing that I was really trying to do. But then when somebody was like, man, you ever heard of Lecrae?
That's the same. That's the same way I just
yeah.
Lecrae.
Yeah. So someone was like, you ever heard of Lecrae? And I was like, nah. And then at that time, Lecrae's song was that I'ma tell the world, tell them, I'ma tell them everywhere I go.
Him and Molly Music.
Yeah, him and Molly
Music.
Music.
Him and Molly Music, yeah.
And I didn't even know Molly was from Savannah, but that's the first like gospel rap song that I heard, and I was like, oh, this joint kind of dope.
And it was fire. It was good music.
Like, it was dope. So then I was like, all right, well, who's this Lecrae guy? Then you research Lecrae, you realize Lecrae got albums. And then Lecrae has a whole record label. Yeah. He has artists. He got Andy Mineo. He got Tadashi. He got, you know what I'm saying, KB and all these other Gavi, all these cats. And then you start researching them folk. And then before I knew it, it was like a domino effect, a snowball effect, excuse me. And I began to realize so much gospel rap out there, Christian hip hop, whatever it is that you want to call it. And I was like, man, you know. And like I said, I was gonna give it up, but you know what I'm saying, God was like, nah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The first time he told me, he said, I want you to do music for me. Cause like I said, I was gonna give up rapping. I didn't know what gospel rap was. And I didn't see myself switching my style.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna give it up. I live for God now, you know what I'm saying? I'm done. And God was like, nah, I want you to do music for me. And at the time I was like fresh out the gang, and I actually told God, like, nah, I don't wanna do that. I'm a G. I still had that gang banging mentality. And God said, what about some evangelism? That's where the title of the first mixtape came from. And I was like, okay, evangelism, like, what you mean? He said, the same way that you doing, you know what I'm saying, stuff for the streets, that you like them hard beats, you know what I'm saying, them tough lyrics. He said, I want you to do all that, but I want you to glorify me with it. I was like, okay, I don't know how that's gonna happen, but you know, I don't know. And I still wasn't really even taking it that serious when, you know what I'm saying, he was menacing to me about it. But you know what I'm saying, one day I was on the altar, I was tarrying for the Holy Ghost, and that joint fell on me. You know what I'm saying? The fire, the speaking in tongues, all, you know what I'm saying, rolling on the ground, all that. Like, it happened. And then after that, it was like I would be that joint wake me up out my sleep. Like, wake up. What? Write this down. And that's what my song God Is Good came from. That thing came to me like 3 o'clock in the morning, brother. It's just words coming in my spirit. And I'm sitting on the side of the bed like, man, what is this? I'm writing it all down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just as it's coming to me. And I'm like, this is crazy. And it was hard. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, once I got that, I started getting in the studio and did that song. I just never stopped. I'm called to do this. This ain't something that I just picked up. Like I said, I was gonna actually give it up.
So basically, it's basically you and God walking this thing out together.
Absolutely.
That's fine.
Absolutely.
And for those who don't know,
in full commitment, 100%.
He said Terry. If y'all know it, y'all know it. I know a lot. He was praying at the altar, or some kind of way, and it was
Terry.
Yeah, that's what he meant. Just in case you don't understand,
a persistent pressing. Like I ain't.
Man, talking about. Hey man, you brought me some merch too, man. Let me grab a couple of them shirts, man. Let me show them people.
Oh, of course we got the first one I got on. This for the new year. You know what I'm saying? We
hustling, he grinding.
We saying plenty in 2020. You know.
And you make your own shirts, right?
Yeah, I press.
Yeah, I put that out there too.
I was feeling a little patriotic, so that's what the red, white, and blue joint came from. So yeah, that's
show them a couple more. Show them
that we were doing for the year. My pastor, he prophesied to me one day. He's like, man, I hear you doing like a reggae remix to one of your songs. So I got this song called Double Minded Man. I did the reggae remix to it, and then I did my show in Jacksonville, and I just wanted to have like a shirt to represent like that reggae vibe, that tribal vibe. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that one came from.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we soldiers in the army of the Lord, so you know how to do something with the army print. And then one day, I think it's like he give me visions. Like I'll be chilling, and then he just give me a vision, and I'll be like, oh snap, and I just throw it together. So one day I saw like the 3 crosses, you know what I'm saying, together, the fully committed, you know what I'm saying, with the 3 crosses, simplifying where Jesus was crucified, and the 2 thieves, I was crucified on the side of him, you know what I'm saying, which is like us, we were thieves, but you know what I'm saying, yet he was still, while we were still in sin, he died for us, you know what I'm talking about?
Man, I got shirt for days.
Yeah.
I asked him to bring a merch, and he brought the rack. Charles, can you put it to the rack real quick? Show him the rack.
Yes.
I told him to bring a shirt or 2. He brought the rack. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've been working, man.
That's how you do it.
I've been working. FCPG 100. You know what I'm saying? Fully committed production group. 100% of repent. So like my hashtag is FCPG 100, right? But this is like in dedication. Like I told you, I just got married. This right here was like a design that the Lord gave me in dedication to my marriage, because I'm 100% committed to my marriage. Okay. You know what I'm saying, with the hashtag left hand gang. You know what I'm saying.
Left hand. I like that. Keep right there. Keep it in that marriage. Keep it in that marriage lane.
Yeah. So that's the FCPG. Then you see the 100 is with the wedding bands. You know what I'm saying. She got my band, her band right there.
You put a lot of thought in your shirt. Like all your shirts got a message.
Yeah.
You pay attention.
I'm stupid. Yeah,
I feel you on that. I feel you on that, because I like that.
Yeah.
Merchandise with a message. You feel me?
Yes, sir. And here, this is just a standard fully committed shirt for fully committed production group. I took the production group off on my new shirts now because I didn't want it to be like just for me and my company. Like everybody could be fully committed. You know what I'm saying, to the gospel. It don't have to necessarily be for me, but I want you to be whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that you want to be fully committed to, be fully committed 100% of repent. So like all my new shirts, new designs, they just say fully committed, and it had 100% of repent in them. Now I know somebody's probably gonna look at this and be like, man, he got a whole lot of blank shirts. And that's just cause like,
they come in different colors?
Yeah, I can make stuff in different colors. All these shirts are mine though. You know what I'm saying? And then like people.
So this is personal collection.
Yeah. People in the t-shirt industry, they tend to use like the gilded shirts a lot. I don't care for them joints.
I like the gilded. I ain't gonna lie. I like gilded.
Hey, me, I just don't. I like these shirts. The shirts that they selling like the little chevrons and stuff like that. I like them shirts because the collar on it is a lot thicker. And then you can get a whole lot more wear out of these shirts, you know what I'm saying, than them gilded shirts. I feel like the necks wear out too fast.
Hold on, I got a couple more questions to ask for you. I don't need you to show me the whole, please. Okay. I'm telling you, I told him it's better to be over prepared. That's how you do it. The man brought a whole
like I said,
and that's how
we talked about the spirit of excellence earlier, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
I didn't know what we were gonna do, dude. This ain't even everything that I bought with me. I got a bag full of CDs. I got a bag full of business cards. I got my wristbands up here.
He got here 30 minutes before I did. That's how you do it.
30 minutes before he did. He wasn't late. I was just 30 minutes early. I'm glad
you put that out there. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. I have my 6-foot banners, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we talking about the spirit of excellence. And nobody's going to take you serious if you don't take yourself serious.
Exactly.
And nobody's going to invest in you if you don't invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to treat your platform just because it's in the you know what I'm saying, the Bible tells us to not despise small beginnings. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm not going to come on your broadcast and act like, oh, it's just Will from Savannah, so I'm gonna take it easy.
Yeah.
Nah, you don't know who can see this, when this interview can go. You know what I'm saying? This can be your podcast today, and then we can be on Steve Harvey tomorrow, or Ellen DeGeneres, or something like that. We can be on these major platforms tomorrow. So I'm not gonna half step just because I don't feel like you're important enough. That's the same thing, you know what I'm saying, aspect of when people call you trying to come for a show. Or just because I'm not Lecrae, you feel like I should come and do a show for free. I may not charge you as much as Lecrae, but I'm definitely feel like I'm valuable for something.
But that's about knowing your worth.
Exactly, you gotta know your word.
And that's the kind of mindsets that creates millionaires. Mm-hmm. Exactly like that kind of mindset, whether small or little, because even in the Bible it says you were help me out here. You were faithful over little.
Faithful over few, and make you rulers over many.
Exactly. Man, I gotta hit this sometime song before we head out. That's why I wasn't trying to rush you. I know you got the whole mall.
Yeah.
You got the whole mall over there on the rack.
Yeah.
But let me play this song, little bit of this. This is Grayce N Mercy song Sometimes. I'm gonna leave the link below. So go check it out.
Everything, whatever you listen to music on, it's on there. Download and stream.
Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I ain't got the Holy Ghost. Sometimes I can't see. Sometimes I can't hear God when I'm down on my knees. Sometimes I ain't right. Sometimes I ain't the best father or husband to my wife. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I feel like it's too much shit. We get to fighting and the busting, no cussing, beating to jumping because we been,
Alright, so before we head out of here, I had to hit Sometimes, and it's like, I'm gonna let you tell me real quick, but what I got of it is like you painting the picture of the Christian walk, and you letting people know that it's not easy. So it's like pulling back the curtains and letting people know that while we say we love Jesus, we're human, and it's like people need to know that it's by His grace that we get up day to day and do this, and it was like, kind of explain to me, you know what I'm saying? Then we gonna head out of here. Like, what was you saying in that song? Cause I heard a lot of personal stuff.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it was. Like I said, it was just from me, my culture shock of going from a single bachelor to now I'm a husband and I'm a father of three children to, you know what I'm saying, like you said, I love the Lord, and the Lord told me my wife was my wife. But you know, that don't make everything, you know what I'm saying, gravy all the time overnight. You still gonna go through trials. You still gonna go through persecutions. We still gonna, you know what I'm saying, have our little arguments. My kids still gonna disappoint me, you know what I'm saying? And then it just, sometimes I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm the best, you know what I'm saying, Christian. I don't feel like I'm the best father. I don't feel like I'm the best person, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, the Bible tells us that God is made, you know what I'm saying, His strength is made perfect in our weakness.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not some super, you know what I'm saying, some super duper guy that's better than the next person. I'm just as flawed as the next person, but I know where my help come from. You know what I'm saying? And in spite of all our faults, our frailties, you know what I'm saying, and things that we battle, God is good all the time. That's why that second verse is just saying, you know, all the time. The first verse, I'm talking about me and my wife arguing. I'm talking about my kids, you know what I'm saying, stuff that I go through with my kids and stuff that I'm dealing with on myself. But that second verse, I'm saying, but all the time, God is good. All the time He kept me covered when I was out there in the hood. All the time He never changed. Like,
that's exactly
all the time.
Exactly what I'm trying to say, man. But yo, look, this is Grayce N Mercy. This is No Labels Podcast, and I appreciate y'all, family, man. Go out. I'm gonna leave the link below so that you can get all this man merch. Go support him. You see what all he doing? Help the man support his family, man.
Yeah.
And we out. Love y'all.